Variety is reporting on the deadly wildfires. This week's cover story is what we've lost, how the entertainment industry is reeling from the devastating firestorms that will change LA forever. Emily Longeretta from Variety is here to talk about that and more. Great to have you back.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. This is a really tough time, I think, for a lot of people. Obviously, the industry, a lot of people are saying that aren't in the industry are saying, you know, these events are canceled. Who cares? This is not a time to celebrate. This is not a time, of course, these premieres, these award shows, things like that. Of course, the celebration is not important, but it is important to note that these employ a lot of gig workers, a lot of these day-to-day workers, from caterers to security guards to waiters and waitresses. As we saw in the strikes, we saw that the amount of people that are actually getting a working wage as actors is very, very low, 1% to 2%. Right. So a lot of these actors that are here that people kind of assume are fine because they have a lot of money, that's not actually the case. They're working these hourly jobs and they're really needing this money. And after what happened with COVID and then the strikes and now this, there are thousands and thousands of people now who are out of work. So I think it's just a reminder to give a lot of people some grace when it comes to that, because yes, the entertainment industry is not, the celebration of TV and film is not as important, of course, as saving lives, but it is employing people and giving people, you know, a paycheck to support their families.
Yeah, and the ripple effects, like you said, everyone who provides services for them. You also dug into the debate about private firefighters at Variety, and we've heard a lot about this in past fires, the celebrities hiring their own firefighters.
Yes, absolutely. In 2018, of course, Kim Kardashian made headlines because her house was protected by private firefighters that she flew in. But again, this is happening with these wildfires where some people have been posting on social media, I'll pay whatever amount if you can come and protect my home. But one of the other sides of the debate that is not really being talked about is that they are paying for a $6,000 a month to protect their home throughout the year. So they're paying a rate every single month. And then they are not using the water they're not tapping the fire hydrants. They are using these private companies are bringing in their own water. They're using water from these people's pools. These are people with a lot of money inside their home and investments, and that's how they're choosing to spend their money. So I think it's just two sides of a very controversial topic. Of course, firefighters don't want them to get in the way, these private firefighters, so there's a bit of both.
All right. Well, great reporting as always, and a good reminder that it affects the entire community. Emily, thank you.